the deep quiet. Evening sleep story. There is a quiet underneath everything, deeper than the sounds you can hear, deeper than the thoughts you're thinking, deeper than the day you just lived. A quiet that has always been there, waiting, not demanding your attention, not asking to be found, just existing, beneath the noise, beneath the motion, beneath all the layers of doing. And tonight, you can sink into it, not by forcing silence, not by pushing thoughts away, but by allowing yourself to fall beneath them, like settling to the bottom of a still pool, where the surface ripples don't reach, where everything is calm. You might still hear sounds, the distant hum of life continuing, voices, movement, the world doing what it does. But they're above you now, at the surface, and you are descending, slowly, naturally, into the deep quiet. This isn't the quiet of an empty room. This is the quiet of being, the quiet that exists. When you stop trying, when you stop managing, when you stop controlling, when you simply allow yourself to be, without purpose, without direction, without anything to prove. Your breath continues on its own rhythm, in and out, in and out. Each breath, a gentle anchor, keeping you tethered, while everything else loosens. You don't need to breathe deeply. You don't need to count. Just let it happen, the way it's been happening since before you were born. Your body knows this rhythm. It knows how to settle. It knows how to find the deep quiet, and it's taking you there now, not quickly. There's no rush. The deep quiet is patient. It has been waiting for as long as you've been alive, and it will wait longer still, if you need it to. But tonight, you don't need it to wait. Tonight, you're ready. Ready to stop. Ready to rest. Ready to sink into the quiet that holds everything. The day behind you is dissolving, not erased, not forgotten, just losing its urgency. The things that felt important hours ago are becoming distant, like objects viewed through water. Still there, but distorted, softened, and that's exactly right. Distance creates peace. Space creates clarity. And tonight, you're creating that space by descending into quiet, by allowing distance, by letting the day remain where it is, behind you, above you, at the surface, while you sink deeper into rest, into peace, into the deep quiet where nothing is demanded. There are layers to consciousness. The active layer, where decisions happen, where thoughts race, where you manage and plan. You've been in that layer all day. Beneath it, there's another layer, quieter, slower, where thoughts drift instead of demanding. And beneath that, another, where words start to lose their shape, where images blur, where time becomes fluid, and deeper still, the deep quiet, where language doesn't reach, where thinking stops, where there is only being. You're moving through these layers now, not by climbing down, but by letting go. Each release takes you deeper. Each softening opens another layer. You might notice how your awareness is changing, less focused on any one thing, more diffuse, spreading out like light through fog, present but not concentrated. This is the beginning of the descent. Your body knows what to do here. It doesn't need instruction. Muscles that have been holding all day begin to release, not because you tell them to, but because there's no reason to hold anymore. Your shoulders sink, just slightly. Your hands unfold, fingers loosening. Your jaw unclenches. You might not have known it was clenched. All day, your face has been arranged, showing appropriate expressions, communicating appropriate responses. But here, in the deep quiet, no one is watching. Your face can forget what it's supposed to look like. It can simply rest, smooth, neutral, at peace. The same with your mind. All day, it's been performing, solving, responding, managing. But here, it can stop performing. Thoughts can slow. Ideas can drift. Problems can wait. Not because you're avoiding them, but because this isn't their time. The deep quiet isn't for solving. It's for being. Just being. Without task. Without purpose. Without anything that needs doing. And as you settle deeper, you might notice something. A sense of relief. Not dramatic. Not sudden. Just a gentle easing. Like pressure releasing. Like weight lifting. Like something tight finally loosening. This is what happens in the deep quiet. The things you've been carrying start to feel less heavy, not because they've changed, but because you have. Distance changes everything. Perspective shifts weight. And from here, deep in the quiet, everything looks different. Smaller, more manageable, less urgent. The problems that loomed at the surface seem distant now, still there, but far away, like lights on a distant shore, visible, but no longer important. And you are free. Free to sink deeper. Free to rest completely. Free to exist without burden in the deep quiet where nothing reaches, where nothing demands, where everything simply is. At the center of everything, there is stillness. Not the stillness of nothing happening, but the stillness of everything being exactly as it is. No resistance, no pushing, no pulling, just existence. Pure, simple, complete. You're touching that stillness now, not with your thoughts. Thoughts can't reach it, but with something deeper, something that doesn't have words. Your being, your essence, the part of you that exists beneath everything else. This part of you has been quiet all day, hidden beneath the noise, hidden beneath the doing, but it's always been there, always still, always peaceful. And now you're remembering it, not with memory, but with recognition. Oh yes, this deep stillness, this profound quiet, this is home. Not home as a place, but home as a state. The state where everything is okay. Not because problems are solved, but because problems don't exist here. In the deep quiet, there are no problems. Only presence, only being, only this. Eternal now. Time moves differently here. Or perhaps it doesn't move at all. A moment might last forever, or forever might pass. In a moment, there's no way to tell, no way to measure. And that's perfect, because measurement doesn't belong here. The deep quiet isn't something to track. It's something to experience. Or perhaps something to be experienced by. The boundaries are blurring now between you and the quiet, between waking and sleeping, between thinking and being. All of it softening, dissolving into something simpler. You might feel like you're expanding, growing larger than your body, spreading out into space. Or you might feel like you're contracting, becoming smaller, denser, more concentrated. Both are the same thing. Different descriptions of the same experience. The experience of boundaries, dissolving, of separation, fading, of you and the quiet, becoming one, not in some mystical sense, but in a practical one. You are quiet now. The quiet is you. No difference, no distinction, just existence. Still, peaceful, complete. Your breath continues, but you might not notice it anymore. It's happening, but you're not following it. It's just there, like your heartbeat. like the blood moving through your veins. All of it. Continuing. All of it. Working. All of it. Taking care of itself. Without your attention. Without your help. Your body knows how to rest. It knows how to heal. It knows how to restore. And it's doing that now, while you rest in the deep quiet, where nothing is needed, where nothing is lacking, where everything is already complete. This is the gift of the deep quiet. Not peace is something gained, but peace is something already present, always present, just waiting to be noticed. And tonight, you're noticing, not with effort, not with trying, but with surrender. You've stopped reaching. You've stopped seeking. You've stopped doing. And in that stopping, you found what was always there. The deep quiet, the profound stillness, the peace that doesn't need a reason. Imagine the surface of water, ripples moving across it, wind creating patterns, light reflecting and dancing. So much movement, so much change, so much happening. But beneath, even just a few feet down, everything is still. The ripples don't reach there. The wind doesn't touch. The light barely penetrates. Just stillness. Deep. Calm. Unchanging. That's where you are now. The surface of your life still has ripples. Thoughts passing. Concerns existing. The day's events still technically present, but you're no longer at the surface. You've sunk beneath them, into the deep water, where nothing disturbs. And from here, the surface seems distant. You can still sense it, but it doesn't affect you. Like hearing voices from another room, present but muffled, there but unimportant. This is the power of depth, not avoiding the surface, not denying the ripples, just existing beneath them, in the place where they can't reach, in the deep quiet. Your body understands this. It knows how to be in deep water. It knows how to let go of surface tension, how to stop floating, how to stop treading, how to simply sink, not drowning, not struggling, just descending into rest, into peace, into the deep quiet, where everything is still. Darkness helps. The darkness around you is like deep water. It absorbs sound. It softens edges. It creates space for stillness. You can trust this darkness. It's not threatening. It's not dangerous. It's protective. Like a blanket. Like a shelter. Like deep water. That holds you safely. And as you rest in it, something happens. The parts of you that have been tense begin to dissolve, not disappear, but soften, like salt dissolving in water. Still there, but no longer solid, no longer separate, becoming part of the larger whole. You're becoming part of the quiet now. The quiet is becoming part of you. No boundary between, no line dividing, just being in the deep water, in the deep darkness, in the deep quiet, where everything rests, including you, especially you. This is your time, your space, your deep water, and you can stay here as long as you need. The surface will still be there. Tomorrow, with its ripples, with its movement, with its demands. But tonight, you're beneath all that. Safe, still, at peace, in the deep quiet, where nothing can disturb you, where nothing can reach you, where nothing can ask anything of you. You're free here, free to rest, free to be, free to exist, without purpose, just being in the deep quiet, the profound stillness, the place where everything finally stops. There is a sound to silence, not absence of sound, but the presence of quiet, a fullness, a richness, something you can almost hear, like the sound of snow falling, or the sound of empty space. It's there, but it's not a sound. It's the awareness of nothing needing to happen. You might be hearing it now, that profound quiet, that deep stillness. It's not uncomfortable. It's not empty. It's full of possibility, full of peace, full of rest. This is what monks seek, what meditators practice for, what everyone needs, but rarely finds. The deep quiet, where the mind finally stops trying to be useful, where thoughts finally lose their urgency, where everything finally becomes what it always was, just what is. No story about it, no judgment of it, no need to change it, just existence, pure, simple, complete. You're resting in this now, not actively, not by trying, but by allowing, by letting go of everything else, by releasing your grip on consciousness, by surrendering to the deep quiet. And in this surrender, there is profound relief. The relief of not having to try. The relief of not having to be anything. The relief of simply existing without apology, without explanation, without need for anything more. This is enough. You are enough. Not because you've achieved something, Not because you've done something, but because you are. And being is always enough. In the deep quiet, this truth is obvious. Not something to believe, not something to understand, just something that is self-evident, clear, undeniable. You are, and that is enough. Everything else is extra. The doing, the achieving, the proving, all extra. The core is this being, existing, resting in the deep quiet. And that's what you're doing now. Perfectly, completely, exactly right. The edges are gone now. The edge between waking and sleeping. The edge between conscious and unconscious. The edge between you and everything else. All of it dissolved into the deep quiet where everything is one, not conceptually, but actually. There's no separation here, no division, just existence, flowing, merging, being. You might not know if you're asleep. You might not know if you're awake. The distinction doesn't matter anymore. Both are rest. Both are peace. Both are the deep quiet. Your awareness might flicker, present for a moment, gone the next, or present and gone at the same time, like a candle in the wind, flickering between light and dark, but always there, always continuing, even when you can't see it, even when you can't feel it. The deep quiet holds everything. Your presence, your absence, your consciousness, your unconsciousness, all of it, held equally, all of it, allowed completely. There's nothing to control here, nothing to manage, just allowing sleep. If it comes, allowing wakefulness. If it stays, allowing the space between. If that's where you are, all of it, perfect, all of it, exactly right. The deep quiet doesn't judge. It doesn't prefer sleep over waking. It doesn't prefer consciousness over unconsciousness. It simply is and allows you to be, whatever that means, in this moment. So rest now, in whatever way rest comes, in whatever form it takes. Deep sleep, light sleep, the space between, all of it is rest. All of it is the deep quiet. Let go completely. There's nothing left to hold, nothing left to manage, nothing left to be. Just this, the deep quiet, the profound stillness, the place where everything finally rests. including you. Deep in the quiet, there is a holding, not gripping, not grasping, but holding. The way darkness holds light, the way space holds planets, the way silence holds sound. Gentle, infinite, complete. And tonight, you are held this way by the deep quiet. It holds your weariness. It holds your thoughts. It holds your being. All of it, safely contained. All of it, gently supported. You don't have to hold yourself anymore. You don't have to keep yourself together. The deep quiet does that for you while you rest, while you release, while you simply exist. This holding is older than you, older than your problems, older than your life. It's been here since before you were born, and it will remain long after you're gone. This is the eternal holding, the infinite support, the deep quiet that holds everything. And right now, it holds you completely, safely, perfectly. You can let go into it without fear, without hesitation, because it will catch you. It always does. This is what the deep quiet has always been for. Holding what cannot hold itself. Supporting what has lost support. Being solid when everything else dissolves. And you're dissolving now into rest, into peace, into sleep, into the deep quiet that holds everything. Your body recognizes this holding. It's the same holding you felt in the womb, before birth, before consciousness, before thought, when you were just being, suspended in darkness, surrounded by sound, held completely. That memory lives in your cells. That memory is awakening now. The memory of being held, without needing to do anything, without needing to be anything, without needing to earn it. Just held. Because you exist. Because you are. And that has always been enough. The deep quiet doesn't judge what you've done today. It doesn't measure your productivity. It doesn't evaluate your worth. It simply holds you the way the earth holds everything on its surface, the way the ocean holds everything in its depths, the way the sky holds everything beneath it, unconditionally, completely, forever. This holding is not passive. It's not empty. It's active. It's full of support, full of strength, full of the power to keep you safe while you rest, while you heal, while you restore. The deep quiet is working now, not in ways you can see, not in ways you can feel, but in ways that matter. Deep cellular ways, deep psychological ways, deep spiritual ways. It's organizing the chaos of your day. It's sorting what matters from what doesn't. It's creating space for what wants to emerge. All of this happening in the holding, in the deep quiet. You don't need to help. You don't need to guide it. You don't need to understand it. You only need to allow it to be held, to be supported, to be carried through the night. And you are allowing it by being here, by resting here, by sinking into the deep quiet. The holding is so complete now that you might not feel it anymore. Like wearing clothes for so long, you forget you're wearing them. Like living in your body for so long, you forget you have one. The holding has become so natural, so total, that it feels like nothing, but it's everything. It's the container for all your experience. It's the foundation beneath all your movement. It's the safety that allows you to let go. Without the holding, you couldn't rest. You'd need to stay alert. You'd need to stay vigilant. You'd need to protect yourself. But with the holding, with the deep quiet holding you, you can finally release all vigilance, all protection, all defense, because you're safe, not in the world. The world is never fully safe, but here, in the deep quiet, in this moment, you are safe, completely, totally, absolutely. And that safety allows everything else. It allows rest. It allows healing. It allows the deep work that only happens in safety. The work of integration. The work of processing. The work of becoming whole. All of this happening now, in the holding, in the deep quiet. While you rest, you might feel a sense of gratitude, not something you need to express, not something you need to think about, just a sense, a quiet knowing that you are cared for, that something larger is taking care of you, not a person, not a deity, just the universe itself, the deep quiet, the eternal holding, the force that keeps everything from falling apart. And tonight, it keeps you from falling apart. It holds you together. While you let go, it supports you. While you surrender, it catches you as you fall into sleep. This is the gift. This is the grace. This is the deep quiet, doing what it has always done, holding everything, including you. Let go now, all the way, into the holding, into the deep quiet, into the arms of something infinite. You are safe here. You are held here. You are home. There is a rhythm beneath everything, older than time, deeper than space, the rhythm of existence itself. Expansion and contraction, light and dark, waking and sleeping. This rhythm has been playing since the beginning, since stars first ignited, since planets first formed, since life first emerged. And you're part of it. Your heartbeat is this rhythm. Your breath is this rhythm. Your days and nights are this rhythm. Expansion and contraction, effort and rest, activity and stillness. You've been expanding all day, moving outward, engaging with the world, giving energy. And now, the rhythm calls for contraction, moving inward, disengaging from the world, receiving energy. This is not failure. This is not weakness. This is rhythm. This is nature. This is the way. Everything works. The ocean breathes in and out. Tides rising and falling. The earth breathes in and out. Day becoming night becoming day. The universe breathes in and out. Galaxies expanding and contracting. And you breathe in and out too. Not just with your lungs, but with your entire being. Expanding into the day, contracting into the night. And right now, you are contracting into rest, into quiet, into the deep stillness. At the center of the rhythm, this contraction is necessary. Without it, there would be no expansion. Without rest, there would be no energy for action. Without sleep, there would be no clarity for waking. The rhythm requires both, equally, always. Your ancestors knew this rhythm intimately. They rose with the sun. They rested with the moon. They worked with the seasons. They flowed with the cycles. They didn't fight the rhythm. They didn't resist the contraction. They understood. That contraction is preparation. The seed contracts into the earth before it expands into a plant. The wave pulls back before it surges forward. You contract into rest before you expand into tomorrow. This is wisdom. This is natural. This is the way. And you are following this way now. Not because someone told you to, but because your body knows. Your cells know. Your breath knows. Your being knows. The rhythm. And the rhythm is pulling you inward now, into contraction, into rest, into the deep quiet, where restoration happens. There is no rush in this rhythm. The tide doesn't hurry. The earth doesn't rush. The universe doesn't force. Everything happens in its own time. Your sleep will come in its own time. Your rest will deepen in its own time. Your restoration will complete in its own time. You don't need to force it. You don't need to hurry it. You only need to allow it to flow with the rhythm, to trust the contraction, to rest in the deep quiet. And as you rest, the rhythm continues. Your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your body processing, all of it following the ancient rhythm, the rhythm that knows exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, exactly how to provide it. This rhythm is intelligent, not with thoughts, but with wisdom, the wisdom of billions of years, the wisdom of countless cycles, the wisdom of life itself. And this wisdom is taking care of you now, while you sleep, while you rest, while you contract into the deep quiet. Your only job is to allow it, to stop resisting, to stop controlling, to stop managing, and to simply flow with the rhythm, with the contraction, with the pull into rest. The rhythm will bring you back. Tomorrow morning, when it's time to expand again, the rhythm will lift you, will energize you, will move you outward into the day. But that's tomorrow. Tonight, the rhythm pulls inward, into contraction, into rest, into the deep quiet, where everything renews. Trust the rhythm. It has never failed. Not once. Not ever. For billions of years. It has moved everything. From stars to cells. From galaxies to heartbeats. And it moves you now. Inward. Deeper. Into rest. Let it move you. Let it carry you. Let it pull you into sleep. The ancient rhythm, the eternal dance, the deep quiet that holds everything, including you. Always. The line between you and the quiet is disappearing. It was always thin, always permeable, but now it's dissolving completely. You are becoming the quiet. The quiet is becoming you. No separation, no division, just oneness. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetry. This is actual experience. The boundaries that seem so solid during the day, the boundary between self and world, the boundary between inner and outer, the boundary between me and not me, all of them dissolving in the deep quiet, because in truth, they were never solid. They were always permeable, always fluid, always temporary, constructions of consciousness, useful during the day, necessary for functioning, but not real, not ultimate, not true. What's true is what you're experiencing now. The dissolution of boundaries, the merging of self and quiet, the recognition that you were never separate from the quiet, never separate from the rest, never separate from the peace. You were always the deep quiet itself, You just forgot. The day made you forget. The activity made you forget. The doing made you forget. But the night remembers. The rest remembers. The deep quiet remembers. And now, you are remembering too. Not with your mind. The mind can't remember this. But with your being. With your essence. With the part of you. That is the deep quiet. This remembering is a relief. Like coming home after being lost. Like finding yourself after being scattered. Like becoming whole after being fragmented. The deep quiet is wholeness. Not wholeness as incomplete, but wholeness as in unified. All parts coming together. All fragments merging. All separation dissolving into one. You and the quiet and you. No difference. Your breath is the quiet breathing. Your heartbeat is the quiet pulsing. Your existence is the quiet existing. All one. All the same. All the deep quiet. Experiencing itself. Through you. As you. This might sound strange. Your mind might want to understand it. But the mind can't. This is beyond mind. This is direct experience. This is immediate knowing. This is the truth that reveals itself when everything else dissolves. And everything else is dissolving now. Your identity dissolving. Your history dissolving. Your story dissolving. Not permanently. They'll return in the morning. But for now, for tonight, they can dissolve into the deep quiet, leaving only pure being, pure existence, pure presence. No name, no form, no definition, just being in the deep quiet. As the deep quiet, this is the deepest rest. Not rest from activity, but rest from identity. Rest from having to be someone. Rest from having to be something. Rest from having to be at all. Just being. Without structure. Without boundary. Without separation. Merge with the quiet. Merge with the darkness. Merge with the infinite. Stillness. Let yourself dissolve. Completely. Totally. Without reservation. There's nothing to fear here. You won't be lost. You won't disappear. You'll just expand into everything, into the quiet, into the stillness, into the infinite space that holds all things. And in that expansion, there is freedom, the freedom of not being confined, the freedom of not being limited, the freedom of being everything. The deep quiet is everything, and you are the deep quiet. Therefore, you are everything, not your small self, not your daily identity, but your true self, your vast self, your infinite self, the self that was never born and will never die, the self that is always here, always quiet, always at peace. This is what you're resting in now. Your true nature, your deep nature, your quiet nature, and it welcomes you home, not with words, not with thoughts, but with silence, with stillness, with the deep quiet that knows you completely, because it is you. Rest here, in your true nature, in the deep quiet, in the boundless space, where all boundaries dissolve. You are home. Time has stopped, not as a concept, but as an experience. This moment has no beginning. This moment has no end. This moment simply is. Eternal, infinite, complete. You are resting in the eternal moment, where past doesn't exist, where future is not yet, where only now remains, and now is infinite, deep, vast, endless. You could rest here forever, and forever wouldn't be long enough. You could rest here for a second, and a second would be complete, because in the eternal moment, in the deep quiet, all time is one time. The time before you were born, the time after you die, the time you're living now, all collapsed into this moment, this eternal now, this infinite present, this deep quiet, where time dissolves. Your ancestors rest here. Your descendants rest here. You rest here. All at once, all together, in the eternal moment. This is not confusing, not when you're here. Only the mind finds it confusing, but you're beyond mind now, beyond thought, beyond understanding. You're in direct experience, in immediate knowing, in the deep quiet, where everything is obvious. Of course time is one. Of course all moments are this moment. Of course you are everywhere. When you are nowhere, it all makes sense. In the eternal moment, in the deep quiet, words can't capture this. These words aren't even trying. They're just present, like you're present, like the quiet is present, like everything is present, in this eternal now. Rest here. Don't try to understand. Don't try to remember. Just rest in the eternal moment, in the timeless now, in the deep quiet that has always been and will always be, because always is now, forever is now, eternity is now, and you are resting in it completely, perfectly. Home. Sleep now, in the eternal moment, in the deep quiet, in the peace that has no time. Sleep, deep quiet, holding everything, eternal, timeless, present, now, always now, forever now, deep quiet, holding you, safely, completely, rest here, in eternal now, deep quiet, peace, no separation, you are quiet, quiet is you, no boundary, no division, only being, only presence, only deep quiet, everywhere, everything, all, one, deep quiet, rest, held, always held, in deep quiet, safe, supported, carried through night, deep quiet holds everything, holds you, gently, completely, forever, rest, dissolving, into quiet, becoming quiet, no separation left, only stillness, only peace, deep quiet, everywhere, everything, you, quiet, one, deep quiet, holding everything, eternal, timeless, present, now, always now, forever now, deep quiet, holding you, safely, completely, rest here, in eternal now, deep quiet, peace, no separation, you are quiet, quiet is you, no boundary, no division, only being, only presence, only deep quiet, everywhere, everything, all, one, deep quiet, rest, held, always held, in deep quiet, safe, supported, carried through night, deep quiet holds everything, holds you, gently, completely, forever, rest, dissolving, into quiet, becoming quiet, no separation left, only stillness, only peace, deep quiet, everywhere, everything, you, quiet, one, deep quiet, rest, peace, sleep, now, always, forever, quiet, deep, complete, rest, sleep, peace, quiet,